Hello to all viewers and future subscribers to ChartSmart Signals YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button to never miss one of our future posts. As you can see, I'm currently on a chart. And before I get started, I just wanted to get something off my chest and something that I've been seeing quite a bit on social media, and specifically Forex trading groups. Now, if you're on any of these groups, I'm sure you would have noticed a lot of people spamming, not just posting, but commenting a whole lot of spam. And I mean, I'm just going to go through some of them that I'm looking at currently. And, I'm just going to point out there that there's one that's saying, 99% accuracy. Okay, VIP free signal here. All right. Let's have a look at another one. We got one here that says that it's had 18 winning months in a row. To define winning months, that definition could be real specific to the perception of this individual that has posted this. I mean, there's 27,000 pips accumulated in 2021. Cool. It doesn't talk about the losses, and I'll get back to that point just now, exactly why I'm talking around this. But remember, 18 winning months in a row. All right, they don't talk about the losses. Okay, another one. Now this says start with 50,000 USD. In 44 days, you will have just over $33,000 profit. Now, to be able to guarantee is impossible. It's impossible to guarantee a return. It just doesn't make sense, any of this. All right, let's carry on. Here's another one. Get free unlimited signals, 98% accuracy. All right, fair enough. Let's keep going. Here we've got an advertisement that's been laid out pretty well. It looks pretty attractive. It's catchy. Yeah, it looks legit. It's got a company name. It's got a logo. Right, so let's have a look. Okay. Investment program. Okay, so for $1,000 equity, the weekly profit would be $500, according to this company. $3,000 equity would be $1,500 profit weekly. Okay. Now, for those, yeah, I mean, I just almost can't even go over this any longer because it's just ludicrous. Let's go to the next post. So yeah, 60% of entrepreneurs do trade for a potential side income stream. Cool. Not sure where you got that statistic, but I could believe it that most millionaires have several streams of income. That's something that I'm very much a strong believer in is several streams of income, specifically in this very tough economic status that we are finding ourselves in internationally, and it's not going to get any better. The writing's on the wall if you don't start looking at things here. So whether that 60% is accurate or not, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he has found or she has found this statistic, but they're claiming sixth top signal provider worldwide. Now, where they found themselves to be placed number six in the world for being the top signal provider, I have no idea. They're claiming 90% accuracy. No, don't get me wrong. These accuracies could very well be true. They could have a 99% accuracy, a 90% accuracy, but I'm going to get into that a little bit later, and it's vitally important that you pay attention to this, right? So they've helped 2,630 entrepreneurs learn and make reliable income streams through trading. Great. Once again, it's not verified that is in fact true, and yeah, moving on. That's all I can say. Right, this one has got me uh, bamboozled, absolutely bamboozled. So I have 100% accurate confirmed signals. It's for free, available. Just join our channel. Right now, yeah, 100% accurate confirmed signals. Nah, not buying it. And this is one of the popular uh, Forex trading groups on Facebook. It is absolutely crazy. So, another post where a guy claims to have had traded with a lot size of 693. Yeah, you heard correct. Lot size 693. Okay. So he's got two screenshots. He's got this one screenshot of the what seems to be the daily report. So you're looking at the daily report uh, with this what looks to be a phenomenal results based on the lot size of 693. Okay, and on the second screenshot, you know when you can swipe to the side on your MT4 MT5 account, and you can see that it's a real account or it's a demo account. It's got a little label in the corner, and he's obviously taken it and screenshot a photo with a real label on the profile of the MT4 account. Let me just check. Yeah, it's an MT4 account. Okay, but the profits or the figures don't match. That's the first thing. Second thing is the layout at the top where you can see your Wi-Fi connection, your signal connection, battery, all that, all the little icons at the top of the screen, they do not match, which in my opinion in any way shows us that it is not the same. So it's obviously some demo account trading super unheard of high and closing really quickly and on a demo account and just making it look good, but it really isn't. And this is our VIP Telegram group since 2016. All right, and there's also a link to promote the broker that they use and that they obviously have partnered with. There's so much nonsense out there. I'm just trying to see if I had something else that I found rather hilarious, but I don't seem to have anything right now. But the message that I want to get out there is be very careful with what you are looking at, because there are loads of scammers. Never mind scammers, there are loads of signal providers. They do provide signals, but the way that they market themselves is not transparent. They are painting this beautiful picture, and the reality is not like that. And the last note that I want you to take before we move into this Euro JPY chart that I've got up here is that you need to be really careful when signal providers are claiming a specific accuracy, because it doesn't mean anything, because we don't know what their risk to reward ratio is. And if you're not sure on how that all works, please get our master course. It's on Udemy. Send us a private message, and we'll send you a link for basically to give you the course for free. I'll be happy to do that. We're all about uplifting and educate. We about be transparent. We want to be real. We want to be honest, and that's exactly why I intended to do this clip. But obviously, scrolling on social media got taken away with what I was seeing, and it was rather relevant because there's so much out there. And it's actually terrible because it gives us, legitimate businesses a bad name. it just automatically, you tell people, oh, Forex trader, and they immediately associated with cryptos and all these guys that harass you via messenger, and they start calling you from who knows where, and it doesn't make it any easier for us. But if you are interested in our master course, send a private message asking for it. We'll send you a link that will waiver the cost. We'll give it to you for absolutely free. All right. We want to make sure that we can touch the lives of as many people as possible, allow them to generate a uh, secondary uh, stream of income. It's really, really important. But okay, moving on to the real topic of this clip is showing you that it is okay to lose a trade. Okay, so what you're seeing over here is Euro JPY. We're on the 1 day time frame. All right, and you can see right over here. I mean, you don't need. Let's quickly zoom in. You can see that right over here. Oh, sorry about that. Let's quickly right over there. Let's change the color to something a bit more prominent. There we go. Okay, so you can see that this trade had hit stop loss. Okay, I'm going to go through exactly how this was analyzed and what the thought process was. But essentially, on Friday that just passed, this trade hit the stop loss. Now, yes, this was a signal that we provided. And yes, this was a trade that I personally entered into as well. Didn't adjust any stop loss, didn't adjust anything. This trade that I entered into hit stop loss. I hit stop loss, and that's okay. Another topic, very important topic, is obviously the psychology, which is also covered in our master course. So I strongly encourage you, reach out to us, get that master course, get it done. It's around about 3.5 hours, and I can assure you, you'll have much better insight into trading once you've gone through that. You also get a nice certificate from Udemy once you've completed it. But yeah, you can see this trade hit stop loss. All right, let's go into the analysis and the thought process. All right, so we obviously started on the higher time frame. Okay, we at this point over here, we drew a nice strong resistance that you can see over here. We had multiple touches. Okay, let's just mark it off. Uh, let's mark that off so you can see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and almost a seventh touch, which shows us that this is a very, very strong resistance line. Okay, then what we did is we had a look at a support. Okay, and what we can see, obviously I'll show you to where essentially let's have a look here. I just want to quickly go back in time. Right to over there. All right, so we're around about over there. This is where we were in terms of the chart when we did the analysis. All right, and let's move this out the way. So we drew a nice strong support. How many touches do we have? Let's go through it together. We've got 1 and 2. Okay. We got 3 and 4. Okay. And we have a fifth. So you can see as the fifth one touched the support, it came back up, it moved back up. At this point, we weren't sure whether we are going to enter a pullback trade. All right. Or if we were going to enter a breakout trade. But knowingly that if it were a pullback, we would be pretty careful with the strong resistance. But however, we would always plot it out and have options when it comes to the potential move that could occur. So at this point in time, we've got a strong support, we've got a strong resistance. We do have some indicators here. We've got our moving average, moving trend line over there. We've got it on the 20-day, and we've got it in EMA for exponential moving average. It just carries more weight as it gets closer to the current price. Okay, and we've got volume down here. Okay, as we can see at this point over here, okay, which was the 16th of June, we had huge volume, right? And we saw a change of direction. Okay, we haven't had a spike like that just yet, but we saw great change in direction. It's a good indication of the volume and how it works. And then below over here, this bright orange is our ATR, so that's our average true range. We've got it set on 20 days and also on EMA. That we just obviously use for our stop loss. Now, once again, everything that I'm going over now, we cover in the master course in great detail, live examples, theory. We do it all. We make sure you really understand. Okay. On top of that, what we drew over here is another support line. It was actually a resistance. It broke out over there, and we saw it coming in handy right over here once again. We actually also saw, from this incision between this support line and that support over there, we saw a volatile move upwards, which is also once again something that we cover in our master course in these slightly more advanced topics when it comes to trend line incisions and how that could work out for us, and it's just basically additional confirmation for us. Okay, added to that, I do have a Fibonacci retracement. All these lines over here. Once again, exactly how that works is covered in the master course, and we go over that in quite a bit of detail as well. Show you exactly how to make use of it. But essentially, going back to where we are now, we're having a look. So when we saw that movement, we weren't too sure we're going to go forward just one step in time. So over here, we saw it breaking. Okay, we saw it breaking that support line, but amateur traders would have entered a short position over here already. Okay, and it could have pulled back and they'll hit stop loss because it could have been a fake break, is where I'm going with this. Okay, and we waited now because it broke out, it moved back up. It was quite, with the Bears were in control, and then the Bulls came back and pushed it back up for that day. So we weren't sure, is it a fake break? So we waited a bit longer. Now what we want to do is we want to retest to see, whether it is a fake break or in fact actually a breakout. You could also refer to it as a breakdown coming downwards. All right. So we're going to go forward in time. Let's have a look. So at this point of year, we're not too convinced just yet. Went back up. However, it came back down. So Bulls were in control and came close to what was now a resistance line, and it moved back down. We're not too sure yet what it's doing. So we waited a bit longer. Now over there, now on the specific day, so this is day 3 now after our analysis, we see that the Bears plummeted down and it moved back up to be a more of a bullish day. So at this point in time, you can see the green arrow that I've drawn here. We said, okay, we're going to wait for it to come back up to the resistance line and have a look at whether it's going to move back in to our zone or whether it's going to actually come back down. If it started moving back down, we would enter, as you can see over here, a short position. With the confirmation that it's gone back for a retest and it's moved back down. All right. So at this point in time over here, we could enter our short position, okay? Because we've seen it came close, but not too close. Stopped over there. It's close to the resistance, but not touching it. It hasn't come right to it. We could have entered here. I think we entered on the next day. Yeah, over here. All right. So when we saw it come close to the resistance line and started moving away again and into more of a bearish candle, and then we entered our short position over there. Okay. And what we see happening now is not what any trader wants to see, but it does happen. The best traders do also make mistakes. The markets aren't always going according to our plan or our analysis. We're not future mind readers or fortune tellers. Unfortunately, that's not what we do. We base it on probability. So based on this analysis, the probability for my analysis was that it was highest, coming back down and moving away from that resistance. Let's see what happens. All right, it comes back into the zone, and that's where it broke. So we entered, and then 2 days later, and it hit our um, stop loss. It was a 216.9 stop loss that hit. If it had taken our TP, it would have been 542.4 pips win, which is really, really good. We're always using a risk to reward ratio of 2.5 to 1. And once again, all of that we cover in the master course if you want to go and check it out and enroll in that. As I said, we'll send you the link for free on Udemy. And we could also just break it down and look at it on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so you can see here, once it had broken, it had come back up, as I explained, and it came back down. At this point, we assumed that it was going to actually go down. It was a breakout. It came back up, getting close almost for a retest again, but wasn't quite there. It moved back down. We thought things were going our way. We thought this trade was going the way we intended. Was just ambering around here and moved back up, and then all of a sudden we saw quite a strong bullish candle of here. All right. And we could very well, this is where we are currently in time, I believe. Let's see. Okay. There we go. So that's where we are currently in time. Okay. We saw quite a strong break over here on the volume, which often could indicate a change of direction. So we could be seeing it coming back in to the zone over here. But essentially, this is a trade that we analyzed, we applied all the right skill, we applied all the correct rules, we ticked all the boxes, and unfortunately, sometimes the market just doesn't move according to our analysis. And the message that I want to get is that it is okay. It is okay to lose a trade. We're not worried because our risk to reward ratio is good. So the wins that we've been having are a lot greater than the losses. And it does happen. You need to keep a cool head. You need to keep a level head when this happens. Just go back, start analyzing. There's loads of opportunities in the market, loads and loads of opportunities. Just go back, apply the same rules. Don't change your strategy. Don't veer from it. Don't try and make any adjustments. Just keep it the same. Keep it simple and apply what you know. And actually, we had a new client that onboarded with us this past week, and they had I'm just trying to think now. It was a 79% win rate, right? And this is what I'm sharing with you now is on a verified account on my FX book, so it is 100% legitimate. What I'm going to tell you now. They came to us needing help. They've been following signals. Uh, they've literally blown their account. They've got a 79% win rate, which means that they've lost 21% trades. They have won 79% trades, which seems okay. That signal provider has a 79% win rate, not bad, but they have a gain. I'm talking about the balance now, a gain of 99% negative. So they are 1% away from blowing their account 100%. So they've got a negative 99% gain, but they have won 79% of trades. And that is exactly what I was saying earlier in terms of the accuracy and how they start marketing themselves and bringing across there. It's because they're not using the correct risk to reward ratio, because they would rather have a high accuracy that they can market but in fact, the losses that they have endured, so the 21% losses were far greater than the 79% wins that they had, and that is how people blow their accounts. So, if you're serious about learning the correct ways, if you're serious about making a difference in your financial uh, status, then get in touch with us, reach out to us. We will happily assist you in starting to do things the correct way. We also like to personalize um, our time with our clients and that. So reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist. And yeah, keep on with the journey and enjoy it, most importantly.